I can't talk, I can't think of a script to say. If I get in a bit further around when his eyes catch the light. Very greasy, right. And down this end I've got the taillight.Casting experiment. And it's training in the background there for the moment, wobble wobble. And the winch and accessories over the back there. Testing really. So what I want to try and do is see whether these resin castings come out properly or not. I used the original parts as a master for the moulding of them. It's a cheap setting 2-part epoxy resin. Further around there, I'm trying to work out this camera height again. I'm sure I'm going to knock it over. I've got a couple of spare tyres just covering up the... trying to make a modern sort of blue tarpaulin, you know, heavy duty plastic sort of, I don't know what that's called. Anyway, it's in most work yards. I think it needs to be a bit shinier to be convincing. The pattern seems to be okay. I think it was an alcohol paint cleaning cloth. It's quite a heavy duty wheeze, and I thought it'd give the effect of a plastic sheeting, you know. How far down does that go? Wobble again, sorry. Got the bits in the background. I've left all the headlights and that off yet. I've got to just move that. In this bag I've got the parts that I'm going to be adding onto it. There's some Appleton lights that came with it. And these couple of spurs which are off a Corvette as well. If I just turn that bag over. There's a sort of spur and I want to try and fit that into that grille. There's, you know, the quarter side, so one each side. And then a brighter trim ring on there. And I've got some clear lens parts in there to go into those. In a sort of Frenched but with a chrome trim. Also the headlight buckets are in there so they're still to add on. Over the back, if I can pick them up safely, these are the windscreen wipers. If I can grab my, thank you very much. I've got hair there as well. I don't know whether they'll come into focus or not. They seem to be. 2 new windscreen wipers for the front of it. Obviously for the front, really. Oh. And a hair. Get rid of that hair. But further around in the background there is the Comet Cyclone with a new dashboard I'm making and part of the right-hand drive conversion. You'll see the steering post into the background there and a cutaway for the new dashboard, which is from a Mustang. In fact, I've got the part here. 65 GT350, and the clock panel was meant to go in the left hand side there, and I thought they were symmetrical, but really that raises up a little bit higher there and there, so I've trimmed off across the top of the clocks, and that's left me that pattern there, which the chrome insert for the clocks will go into. I might do something with the visor part of this over the top of there as well, yeah, I'm not sure. Might cut this all out and just use the dished visor. What else was there? I got a choice of steering wheels in the box and that. I can't make up my mind on the steering wheel yet for the Mercury. So I've got the steering post I made the other week, still dangling around, not got broken yet. And a selection of steering wheels. Which, I think I'll just lift that up. You might be able to see the seat belts and that inside. I was looking at them earlier and they're quite realistic with the straps folded up and around like that, like canvas seat belts. If I move around, the lady's just leaning over the controls for the winch there. And got the flap folded down, an old white wall tire to sort of dangle off the back of it to warm people a bit more, to not ram me up the bottom or dangle it off the back of the car vehicle you're towing. I've got the battery towing what do you call it? A spare battery trolley in the back of it with a couple of cables wrapped around the frame of it there. They're the jump leads I was making clamps for in the video yesterday. And that brings us round to the tail light experiment. And I'll just put this back in the stand. And move it back over and break everything. Oops. Come back here. Hopefully I can reach over to that. I've made this sort of mould, a mould from impressions of the original lenses. I didn't want to do this till sort of last because it's sort of oily. And these are the original lenses, which are very, I took the shape from them. I don't know really, they're so cloudy. And then pushed it down into this clay to the sort of level I thought was right. And then using a 2-part adhesive, dribbled it in. I've taken 4 castings there in the hope that 2 will work, 2 of one side and 2 of the other, because these are different parts. Although the chrome backing plates, which is mainly what I wanted to get, was the chrome bezel around them and a cleaner looking lens. So I'm going to try and ping these out and see whether they've actually worked. I'll just move that out of the way. And this is where I lose the lenses. Using one of these, where's that little rounded one now? I'll try and, I've got this tool here, rounded like dental tool, and I thought that might be good for prizing that out. I've used a mustard jar lid and a little nightlight candle aluminium dish. So I'm hoping that will sort of all come free in some sort of fashion. I used a vegetable crack, vegetable oil over this plastic, what's it called? A child's non-drying modelling clay. It comes in a ribbed strip. That one's free, isn't it? Something's going on there. I can see air's getting behind it. I know it's not as good as the SpaceX takeoff, but if these come out alright, if these come out, there's one. Let's move back here a little bit while I try to have a look at the others. Oh, yeah, it is like prizing teeth out. There's a second one. It is destroying the mould doing this. I can see a third one rising out. Come on. I'm lucky this one will come too. Quite a big. Alright. And the other two are on there. So I've got four sort of, they are a bit cloudy, probably full of little bubbles. And I don't know how clean or not they are. That one doesn't look too bad already, I don't know. I'm nearly 18 inches, or arm's length. I can see some sort of marking on there, and if I grab the older one, it's to replace that one. Oh, the bloody dog's hair. That's the kit part. That's the replacement. I've got two that have been insane that have come out, one and two that these two cloudier ones are probably ones that aren't. Oh well, they don't look too bad. See if I can just swing this around. I did continue with some more details on the trailer and put a safety chain dangling from it. I have got another hook to go onto the back of the Mercury bumper to hook the two together, and there's some fine sort of wiring to go on there. I can't really twiddle this about properly. Hang on a minute. No. Put the name on the back of it. I've got a hook and a piece of chain on the end of the tow cable. The hook comes from a 135th Academy set of equipment with a moulded on chain, and I carved the moulded on chain off to just leave me the hook, and then added some real chain up to the end of the cable, which I've got. I'll just let it off the pulley wheel. I've got a little guide, cable guide I want to add to the top of there, just to keep that running through to the on the pulley there. I've just rocked it off again. So I'll put a little cable guide up the top of there. And then, like I say, over the back there, is the twizzly, I wonder if I bring that down again, sorry. No, just in the way of it all. The control set for, that's what I was looking for earlier. It's a neat little chock. I'm not sure where that came from. It's quite a neat one. Get the tyre out of the way. Anyway, yeah, I've added in there, under a hand there, the hand controller for the electric winch. There's an extinguisher on the back wall beside the toolbox, and the electric winch mechanism down the bottom there. But I don't know whether we'll be able to see that from there. There's a cable running down through the. It'll run out of light, isn't it? It'll run out of road. I'll just reverse the trailer off the cliff edge. Jerry can stowed in the bottom corner here. CB light, spotlight on the back wall. To sort of project a beam out across this working area. Yeah, Merc up on the tailgate. I've got all the trim still to do on it really, and I've found some mirrors I want to add on. Little have Appletons here, and then I want a mirror a couple of mirrors that I found that are quite broad but still streamlined. So I want to put them on. What else was it? Done that. That's about all really. The next one will be about the more about the Cyclone, and I've made some progress with the 55 as well, because I couldn't handle the chassis as it was, so I've plated over that, and I'm making some more chassis changes. So best wishes from jolly old England. Keep calm and build a kit. How about that? Bye for now.